everyone. My name is Arna Speck, and if you think, hey, this girl, she has a very strange German accent, you're right, because it's Dutch. Yeah. And people in London, they go, oh, you're Dutch, hang on, you wear clogs. No, I did grow up in a windmill, but yeah, we were very poor, me and my 7 sisters. Luckily, Daddy was the hash farmer. We had hash for breakfast, hash for lunch, you know how it is. And yeah. Very poor, but happy, yeah. And every day I go on my bike, you know, Dutch bike. With a basket, yeah. And I would take a Dutch picnic with me. Which sounds rude in English. Right? It sounds like you should go on a Dutch picnic last night. Like, oh, you bugger. No, Dutch picnic, hagelslag. Poffertjes? No? Okay, fine. No one shops at Lidl's, it's fine. I'd go for fields of tulips, wave to the guy with the finger in the dike, hello, still there? That's not a euphemism, thank you. But I would go straight to the red light district, of course, to say hello to Sandra. Yeah, she doesn't like it when I call her mum at work, so... Well, I came to study, and I learned something straight away, because study here in England is like party, isn't it? I was like, you call this studying? It's amazing, I love it, thank you, England. Thank you. So I studied really hard. It's fantastic, yeah. I'm still here. Yeah, study, and I was learning about English culture. And people told me a night out was basically essential to English culture, but, did they say, but it was only a successful night out if you snogged someone. And you know, fresh off the boat, I was like, snog. What's this word? Snog. You know, I was like, hello, do you want to snog? So no. What is that snog? And people took a second and they were like, it's when you kiss somebody but without emotions. Do you have a word for this? We just call that slut. Won't work really, it's like, you know. I was like, I wanna snog. Yeah, let's do a snog. Snog. But unfortunately, you know, nobody wanted to do it. So I was like, all right. So I had lots of Dutch courage. Yay! And I made a big mistake because I thought that I found proof that England was indeed the best country in the world. I found a sign that on the wall, and it said men's. Now, I'm sure you know what that means in English, right? But when I'm drunk, my Dutch side comes out a lot more. I scare a lot of people because I speak Dutch to them when I'm drunk. And you know, I go like, goeiemorgen, hoe gaat het? And they go, whoa. I think she spoke Irish. But I was like, wow, look at that, because in Dutch, the word mens, it means human. So I was like, wow, England, so quietly liberal, you guys. Like, wow, nobody told me this is fantastic. You know, so we need male and female, men's, one for everyone. And so confidently, I walked in there. High-fived all the men. Woo! Oh, you guys. Kept this one quiet. Wow, you have strange toilets. It's a bit like in France, right? When I have a hole. I'm here for an adventure. Let's do this. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully Nobody wanted to snog the weird foreigner. Yes. But anyway, when you come to a different country, you make so many mistakes. Really, the worst one, and I am really sorry for this one, but this really happened. The biggest mistake I ever made on this island was I went to Wales. The thing that I made the mistake from was that I knew that there was such a thing as a Scottish accent, right? I learned that from train spotting. And I knew that there was such a thing as an Irish accent because of Father Ted, right? But I didn't know that there was such a thing as a Welsh accent. So when I got in Cardiff and this lady got up to me and she starts in that accent of like, I'm gonna try it. I gave up. But I'm so sorry, but I genuinely thought that I was talking to a retard. I was like, oh my God, what happened to you? Like, don't worry, where are your parents? Like, I'll find them. It's fine. I'll get you a cab, yeah? We'll get you home. Was it Uber okay? They kind of, and it wasn't, it was just Wales. Yeah. But I did leave university with a boyfriend. Say what? With that hair? Come on, surely she must be at least 5. Like, come on. So no, I'm as disappointed as you are. But my boyfriend, he's from Mauritius. So, do you know Mauritius? Exotic, yeah. And do you know Mauritius? Tiny little island next to Madagascar, sort of east of Africa, and the culture is fantastic. It's an Indian-African kind of mix. They're like super culture there, and they have everything, like every sort of religion on earth is in that one little island. And I thought that after 7 years, he took me there to meet the family. And I thought it'd be like going to England, having adventures. But turns out they're more amazed by me, because I'm white. Are there white people in the room tonight? White people, do you have that? When you're on a hot beach, are you like white for a day, and then after a day in a hot beach, it's like boom, red. Right? And it's not sexy, isn't it? It's like really sort of pinky, sort of slightly swollen, kind of, it's like lobster girls running around, the 5th Teletubby, tinkly winkly. But my boyfriend, Nevin, his family was amazed by this, and they were like, Nevin, look at your girlfriend! She changed colour! They never told us this about these white people, amazing, right? Fantastic, it's all over that. So yeah, they kept poking me, see if I did it again. But about a year ago, me and this guy, we had a daughter. So, yeah, that was the sound we also made for 18 hours when I gave birth. Drugs, ladies, that's what I'm saying. The thing is, though, that I don't know if you're in a relationship and if you do that and you think, if we would mix our DNA, what would happen, right? Maybe you're with me, Dutch, Mauritius, bit unusual, like what would come out that we would mix this sort of thing? Well, turns out, if you mix Dutch and Mauritius, what you get is a little Chinese baby. Even the midwife was like, really? Really? I've just seen it come out, but are you sure? So now he left me, and now I'm looking at oh, there's genetics. But the thing is that the one thing is that I learned being pregnant in London was I was not prepared for all the questions. No, people have so many questions when you're pregnant. So I'm walking around, and especially other ladies, they come up to you. This one lady in the tube, she was like, oh, pointing at my belly, right? Well, I was like, I have noticed, like, it's been going on for a while. And she's like, oh, and then she sort of crouches down, and she goes like, was it planned? I beg your pardon. Ladies and gentlemen, it was. But I didn't want to give her that satisfaction. I So I just went, well, planned. I'm sure people have done worse things to get seats on the Northern Line.